Hey guys, this video is going to be about getting a relaxer on your hair, and I'm not wearing any makeup. I was going to do all natural for the videos today, but I got my hair got a relaxer on my hair again yesterday. So if you're wondering like what's a relaxer, some people call it perms, but perms are kind of like relaxers, kind of like make the hair straight, I guess, or like relaxes it, I guess. And perms are like, it's like the same thing basically, except usually perms are more like curls and relaxers are more like straightening, I guess. Like I definitely need them. Oh, I don't need them on my hair. If I'm wearing it curly, I definitely don't need them. But when I want to wear my hair straight, usually it helps. The type of perm I get, it's like all it does is really reduce the frizz on my hair. It just makes it a lot easier to get rid of the frizz, because usually my hair would just be poofed up, like just go walking out in humidity. But with the perm, it kind of doesn't poof it up that much, because I don't get like a really strong one. I don't know what type they put on my hair, but it's like it's not really strong where I can still wear it naturally, but it just won't have that much frizz to it. I have more control over my hair, and if you're considering getting like a relaxer, just keep in mind that it you're gonna have to like keep it up. I mean, you can let it grow out, but it's gonna have like two different types. Like you're gonna have like curly or like frizzy hair on top, and then it's gonna be hard to manage when the bottom is like straight, and so that's a relaxer. So if you want to keep it, keep it continuously looking the same, you have to keep getting it. Usually if you get like a regular relaxer, you have to keep it up every 3 months. Every 3 months you have to go either put it on yourself or go get one put on. With mine, I don't really go that often. I go maybe once a year, because I'm not keeping it to straighten my hair completely. Because the stronger relaxers, it's like it'll keep hair like straight, where all you have to do is like blow dry it and brush through it and it'll stay straight. Whereas mine, I still have to do like the normal upkeep with washing it, blow drying it straight, and then straightening it, because it's still naturally curly, because mine is not that strong. So, but if you want to keep that whole natural, like straight look, like where it's completely straight, after like blow drying, it's going to be every 3 months you're going to have to upkeep that. And it does get expensive, but until they come up with something else, well, I mean, you can get probably like the keratin treatments or Brazilian, whatever. I heard those were really damaging for your hair. There's a chance, like, it may not be for, like, this might not, like, totally be, I might not be talking to you, but for some people it does damage their hair. They might lose their hair. It might break out. I'm not saying the same relaxers don't do that, but relaxers, if you don't leave it on for a very long while with keratin, I believe that they keep it on while you're straightening it, and and you have to keep it. You can't touch your hair for like 3 days or something, and it's in your hair until you wash it out. While as a perm or a relaxer, they put on your hair, and then once a certain amount of time passes, they wash it off and they just go doing like regular what you would usually do, which would be like straightening it and blah blah blah. But it is expensive to get a relaxer. Probably not as expensive for keratin treatments, but keratin treatments you don't have to get them every 3 months, I don't think. If anyone knows, just put that in the comments, because I really have no idea about those treatments. So I can't really suggest those for you, but for relaxers, they are a lot of upkeep. You have to be really careful with dyeing your hair, because I really want to dye my hair, but you have to wait like 2 weeks after you get your perm. You always put color on after the perm, like after a relaxer, not before, because it can really damage your hair if you have it bleached or something, and then you put the relaxer over it. It can like break your hair out. So that's why you put the relaxer on first. You let it kind of heal itself up. Like they say 2 weeks is the time you should be waiting. I don't know if it's longer, but they say 2 weeks is like the minimum you should wait before you color your hair after relaxer. And then, because I think it kind of gives that hair to heal, and you wash it and stuff like that. You do have to wait after your first, after you get a relaxer, you have to wait like 24 hours or 48 hours before you can wash it. Usually though, for relaxers, usually they tell you to wait a week before you wash it out, because it gives your gives your hair like the chance to like really get used to it, I guess. Plus, why would you want to wash it right after you get a relaxer? Because it looks so straight, and then when you wash it, you're gonna have to do it all yourself anyway. So it lasts like after a week. It doesn't look that bad. It might look a little greasy, I guess, or oily depending on your hair, but it usually looks fine after a week. So you don't need to like wash it like right after you like go in and get it done. Because some people do wash their hair right after they get a perm and have all the curls, because they're like, oh, I want to see how it looks on my own. But for relaxers, you really don't want to do that, because it does take a lot of upkeep just to keep your hair straight, usually. I don't know what else I could say about it. It takes a lot of time when you go get one done, because not only do you have to get the relaxer on your hair, wait for it to really settle in, wash it out. There's usually a couple of washings. Like, it took me like 20 minutes just to get my hair washed after getting the relaxer, because there was like 5 different shampooings and conditionings, and then I had to dry it and straighten it. It just takes a really long time. But if you're the only one in the salon, which I was pretty much, it didn't take that long. It took maybe 2 hours in and out, a little over 2 hours, yeah, like 2 hours maybe, because I went in around a little bit before 1 and I got out like a couple minutes after 3. But that was because I was the only one in there, and I didn't have to wait for other people to get their hair dried and done. I was the only one in. So yeah, if you are getting a relaxer, it's probably best to try and get in when no one else would be there, because it does take a long time. And if you're the only one in there, they can probably speed up the drawing process and getting you in and out. Like, I went on a Thursday at 1, so maybe like during the week, early during the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, go in like around, like, I don't know, 10, 11, go in before like lunch breaks or something. Definitely go in before 3 o'clock, because after 3, you're going to have maybe girls going in after school, or on weekends, that's when most people have their days off, and you just don't want to deal with that. Even Fridays get kind of hectic, especially if you're going to go during like prom or homecoming season. Definitely try and get in during weekdays. So yeah, that's all I can really say about relaxers, because I'm not like hair, I don't do hair, and this is only personal experience where I've gotten it. So yeah, if you do have like curly hair like mine, I guess you guys seen previous videos, and you want to keep it natural sometimes, I would go for like a less active type relaxer, and be like, well, I just want to kind of lower my frizz, kind of like it just helps it lay flat. But you can still have volume with your curls, with scrunching. You can scrunch your hair when it's wet. And it's just a lot easier to manage. Like, ever since I first started getting relaxers, like a couple of years ago, it's really helped. My hair just doesn't frizz up once I get out of the shower. It's really helped. But it does make your hair dry. Like, your hair does get dry and brittle, so you're going to have to take a lot more care with your hair after getting relaxers, because your hair does get dry, it gets brittle. It's just going to take a lot. You're going to have to take more care when using heat products. Like when you start using your flat iron, you have to be a lot more careful, because hair does break easily. Use different shampoos, things that really work, and you might want to use shampoos and things meant for relaxed hair, which they do make, because it takes more care with the hair. It doesn't like strip it of natural oils, or because a lot of shampoos do strip all that oils, because it's like, oh, your hair's just regularly natural like this, okay, we're just going to get rid of that oil. But if your hair is naturally dry, or it's dry after getting it relaxed, you might want to get shampoos for like relaxed or like dyed hair, something like that. And yeah, so that's all I can give information wise with that. I hope I helped you guys who are like debating whether to get a relaxer or not. Because it does take extra care, and you do have to go in a little bit more often than getting a haircut or something like that, because you do, if you want to keep it looking the same, you will have to do a little bit more upkeep. So I hope I helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.